grew up, my family had a trucking company, and so I spent a lot of my childhood going in trucks with the family, and it was something we loved to do, of course. So that was then, and then when I started, I don't drive trucks, but I'm a singer-songwriter, and so I decided it'd be really fun to write a song, if I could, about trucking. And I heard about a girl who drove a truck in Australia, and so I kind of found a bit of information about her, and then I thought, wow, what a cool idea, and wrote the song. And then it came out on my first record. I had 2 trucking songs on the first record, and it just went bananas. Like, the industry was like, oh my gosh, there's a girl singing about trucks and cheering on, and especially the girls, of course. All the girls were like, yeah, thanks Jayne for, writing a song about us girls that are on the road. And that was really lovely, because for me as a songwriter, one of the things I love to do is write about other people. So I'm not, and that was like, whether it's, a guy at the farmers. I love got songs about farmers, and so that's what happened. And then after that, of course, everyone's like, well, Jayne, you better keep writing songs about the truck drivers and the trucking industry. It was a lot of fun in that, for me as a kid, just to see trucks and then go on the road and just appreciate, what the trucking industry is all about. And it wasn't long haul; it was only mainly around Sydney and stuff. So I didn't have the experience of the long haul, but obviously being in a big country like Australia, we got to see. And since I've obviously done the trucking songs, I've learnt a huge more about the trucking industry and about trucks and stuff. It's been so much fun to be able to cheer them on. Like Addicted to the Diesel, for instance, went to #1 across Australia, and so to have a trucking song at #1 was something I was absolutely thrilled about, and the industry was too. They're like, yeah, it's a #1 across Australia, on the country music radio, which was just fun. That was super fun to do that, but also to have to be able to write about people. And then Grew Up Around Trucks was one of the songs that I've written, and I've had people come up to me crying and saying, thanks for writing songs about what we do. My sister died, and we were able to play her favourite trucking songs at the funeral and things like that, because it's a real job, and there's heartbreak in the job as well, with people, fatalities on the road and stuff like that. So I've been able to get behind a thing in Australia called Lights on the Hill, where we do a big convoy in memory of those lost on the road. So it's something that's really dear to my heart. So what started off with one song, it's meant I've been able to help. In Australia, we're seeing more and more women, and I've even had women come up to me and say, because of you writing songs about, because I have got quite a few songs that I've written about women that drive trucks, so being that I'm a girl. That was something where I've had women come up to me and say, you inspired me. I always wanted to be a truck driver, but I never had the confidence, and you writing songs like that, I thought, you know what, I love driving, I've always wanted to drive a truck, I'm going to do it. I'm like, really? That's so cool. So that was really nice. Yeah, I actually was starting to do a bit of research on that, because I wasn't sure of the difference. Obviously, trucks are trucks, but there's a lot of load differences and things like that. So that's sort of new to me. I'm basically learning what's new over here. And in fact, I did all my research, and then I was on a radio program the other day, and a truck driver went, actually, no, in blah, 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 we do that too. And I'm like, oh, I don't know, I've got to learn. It was, well, I'd pretty much done all the truck shows in Australia, and a friend of mine said, you should go over and see what America thinks about what you do in Australia, and see what they think. And so I came over and did some songwriting, and got to sign to management here in America, to Stacey Wilbur, my manager, and she was like, well, let's see what America thinks about what you do. So she got in touch with the industry and started talking to people, and here I am. It's just been great to cheer on the industry. I think it's an industry that a lot of people take for granted, and as I said, I don't drive a truck. I'm not an expert on trucks, but I certainly know what I'm good at, and I can sing, and I love to cheer on people. So if my little bit of my talent can help the industry, then I feel like I'm doing my bit to help. Do you know I always have 2 friends at least on the phone whenever I'm riding, because I never want to get all the technical stuff wrong. So that's really fun. And all my truck driving friends, they love it. You know, like, Jayne's in songwriting mode again. She's going to ring us and get us to check all our lyrics and make sure it's all technically right. You know, I never want to write a song and they go, she has no idea.